right, so here's the next project. Just come in, 79 triple white convertible, and you can see the clip behind me here. It's got some rust, so let's feast our eyes on what lurks in here. At first glance, you're thinking, oh, maybe barn find original paint. No, it's not. It looks good, you know, you're coming around, pretty solid. You know, it doesn't look like it's been messed with or anything. Top's ratty as you'd expect. You know, typical. This side, kind of the same. Till you get down here. It's a bit crunchy. But wait, there's more. Come back here around the top. Hey. And it's got some crunching. And it just continues, so we'll see. This area appears for now to be all right. This side's had the lipstick cover up with the old duct tape. But it's crunchy in here. So let's put this on the tripod, put the top up, and start digging in. Well, I'm glad to see there's metal in here. Yeah, I'll wait. I'll move the camera for that. All right, well, pleased to see this much. I'll tell you. All right, so far, at least from this body line here, across we're good. Okay, let's move around here and see how bad it is. Scaly. So now we can get a good look at this thing. I got the top fenders and all that junk out of the way, and it's, you can see just how soft, crunchy everything is. And this is rotted down, the bolt snapped off, but this here, it's just an And it's more than just surface rust here. And then looking through from the inside, see daylight in here. And I haven't even hit it with a grinder yet. Strip this back. So it's gonna be a little interesting because the donor has rust issues also. So I'm sure I'm gonna get into some custom fab on this one. You can see even here, this is just toast. This is behind the little plastic housing that was on there both sides. So I'll be replacing that as well. Well, this is good. So basically from here over is junk. And then from here over is junk. Now this one, the metal's a lot cleaner in here. So this one should be able to just stay up in this area. And I mean this, you can see just, it's ridiculously soft. This section in here seems solid. So I'm gonna drill the spot welds out of this whole piece here, and I can just replace the whole one. I'll bring you over here and show you the donor clip. I'm gonna start grinding on it here in a second. You can see, it ain't so pretty either. And once I get in here, start stripping it back, like you can see, that's deep. But that's all right, I can fab it up. What I'm hoping is that I have enough of this channel here without issues going around the back that I can just remove this and then, you know, put it in here. This one's got some rot on the inside, but that's all right because I don't need this. But these sections are good. It's got a little bit of pitting here, but I'd consider that more cosmetic on this one. And then this side here, it's good. Unfortunately, this is all good because it is just toast on the other one. But it's got a little bit going on the edge. And the light's not the greatest here, but I'm gonna get to stripping all the paint back and see what it really looks like and how far it really goes, and I'll bring you back. Okay, so I just heard back from the customer on this car, and we're gonna hit pause on this one for right now, which I anticipated. And one thing I want to put out there is, with my customers, I treat them the same way I would like to be treated. You know, I don't care if you got $1 million in the bank or you got 500 bucks in the bank. That doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna treat you the same. When something like this comes up, the guy anticipated, you know, there's going to be more than what you see when you take it apart, but even at that, he was not anticipating, you know, rock getting into here, more so, especially not all the way down to here, because this is, as you saw, this is all got to get cut out. This inner wheel well, it's so heavily pitted. You can see daylight through a couple of sections here and just barely touched it. So it's just, it starts to become a money pit if you're not prepared for it. You know, you can put thousands of dollars into a repair like this, and if you're anticipating that, that's fine. If you want to do the work, I'll do the work. That's not a problem. But what is a problem to me is if, and a lot of shops do this, if I drop this car off with you and I'm not anticipating this, and I'm thinking, and we kind of discuss roughly where it's going to be. Oh, we'll just say for ease of numbers here, oh, this is going to be $1,000. It's going to cost me $1,000 to get this fixed. Well, a lot of shops, they hit that $1,000 mark, they're not going to call the customer. They're not going to let them know what's going on. Or when they find something like this, it's no doubt more than the customer anticipated, they're just going to keep going. Let that bill run up. They're going to get $4,000 into it and go, okay, come pick your car up. And the customer's going to be pissed. I would be very mad. I don't do that. That's so wrong in my opinion, and I don't do it. So like this, as soon as I got to this point where I had a clear definition of where this car was going, I stopped, sent numerous videos, pictures, all that, talked on the phone for a while, discussing options and such, and that's just how I do it. So the thing with this car, and it may not look that horrible in the video, and it's not that it's not repairable or anything like that. It's just, how much money do you want to put into something? And don't just focus on this before, you know, don't bury yourself in a car here when there's tens of thousands of dollars to go over here that you're not going to go. Don't throw your money away. This thing underneath here, you probably can see it when I was stripping it, even under the primer back here where there's no rust, it's all good solid metal, it's all surface rusted underneath. These paint jobs, if you get a car, you have a car, and you can see, you know, it's all chalked up, and it's got little like hairline cracks running through it, that look, you know, like it's dry and cracking. What happens is the paint basically, you know, paint's basically sealed off, you know, outside, nothing's gonna penetrate it. When it gets to that, all those pores are opened up. So every time it gets wet, the water just soaks right on through, gets trapped down here at the bottom between the metal and the primer and all that. It starts rusting. And on the inside here, even under they had undercoated it from the factory and painted over that, but moisture got under one part of it, got trapped, and it's just eating it from the inside out. And I see this all the time. So just be aware of that, because this entire car really needs to be blasted, because if it's doing it here, it's going to be doing it here and everywhere else. I've done this long enough. I don't have to do it. I already know it's there. So it's going to get real expensive real quick. So I just want to put that out there, a little bit of advice. You know, if you're working on something, just kind of be prepared, things to look out for as to, you know, where it's going to take you. So anyhow, I don't want to keep rambling on here about it, but the plan with this one now is I'm just going to put the top mechanism back on, the deck lid, the fenders are trash. He's just going to toss those and stick the back seat in here. And he's going to come pick it up, put it back in storage, and figure out where he wants to go with the car. I will throw a little like metal etch. I'm going to use the metal conditioner on here real quick, just to stop anything from going any further. And then just going to throw some rattle can like metal etch and maybe some rattle can white or something on, just, you know, to help seal it off a little bit better while it's in storage, because, you know, storage units sweat and everything else. Back here they do anyway. So that's it on this one, but more to come. I did order the parts for the convertible, all the chassis parts, new pans, all that stuff. That'll be in this week. And I'm gonna have to jump on that because time's running out quick. Not good. So, and then Mike 73 is still here, waiting on the seat covers. Everything else is done. Just waiting on the seat covers. So that video will be coming out here shortly. Just waiting on those dang seat covers to come in. So, as always, thanks for watching. I know it's just a short video, but this is what I got going on. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe. Leave me a like if you would. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this mess. And I'll see you next time.